Welcome back, foodies. This is Sauteed Side and I'm Ani here, and today I'm back with a fresh new recipe. Well, today I'm making some meatball curry, which is also known as ball curry. This recipe is from my grandmom, who was a great cook, and she left so many of her recipe notes. And I'm going to share this recipe with you all guys that will yield you some yummy meatball curry, and the meatballs are so firm and moist from the inside that all will love it. So let's get started, guys. So to prepare the meatball curry, I'll be first preparing the meatballs. I'll be marinating this. So I've taken about 500 grams of mutton mince. You can use beef mince as well. Now to this I'll be adding 1 tablespoon ginger garlic grated, or you can add paste as well. Now I'll add in some finely chopped onions. It should be really fine, or it will be difficult for you to form the meatballs. Now I'll make a hollow well in between. Add in 2 eggs, as I've added the other one before forming the meatballs. Egg will help you to bind the meatballs well. Now I'll be adding some coriander powder, some turmeric powder, some cumin powder, some garam masala and pepper powder. I mentioned the quantities in the description and at the start of the video, so please do check that out. I'll add it in between. Now I'll add in the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs will ensure that it soaks up the extra moisture and helps binding the meatballs well. Now let's add in some salt. I'll squeeze half a lime juice. Now I'll add in some coriander and green chillies. Now I'll proceed to mix this really well. You can use your hands or you can use a spoon, but I prefer using hands so that it mixes well and binds properly. Let's mix in all of these ingredients. So after mixing all of these ingredients, I'll let it marinate for at least 30 minutes so that the excess moisture is absorbed by the breadcrumbs and the meat marinates well, so it gets a good flavor. So this is very essential. You need to let it rest for a while. I mix the mince really well with all the spices, onions, ginger, garlic. Try to break the lumps if any, so that everything gets coated well. And now I'll proceed to cover this and rest it in the fridge for 30 minutes. As the mince is marinating, I'll make the ground masala paste. Let's add in some roughly chopped onions. Here are some whole spices. I've taken cinnamon, some cloves, some cardamom, some cumin and poppy seeds. Now I'll add in some roughly chopped ginger and garlic. I'll add in a little bit of water and proceed to grind it into a fine paste. The masala is ground into a fine paste. Ensure there are no lumps and it's nice and smooth, just like this. Now let's proceed to the next step, that is forming the meatballs. So it's been 30 minutes and it's nice and firm, the mince meat. It should be perfect for you to mold them into balls. And now I'll grease my hands with some oil. Now I'll scoop out a spoonful of mince meat and then gently press it and proceed to form the balls just like this. Once it's formed, I'll place it on the tray and continue molding the rest. My meatballs are now shaped and now I'll proceed to fry them. I'll heat some oil in a pan. Now I'm going to add in the meatballs gently. Now I'll proceed to fry this in batches until it gets a nice brown coating from both the sides. Do not overcrowd the pan. Now I'm going to turn the sides gently. Use 2 spoons to do the same. Fry the meatballs until both the sides are nice brown. This should take about 7 to 8 minutes. Always fry the meatballs on a low flame so that it doesn't crack open. The balls are now fried, and now I'll proceed to make the gravy. The oil is heated. I'll add in my curry leaves and green chilies. I'll saute this for 10 to 12 seconds. Now I'll add in my ground paste. I'll continue sauteing this masala in 3 minutes, and now I'll add in some powdered spices like Kashmiri Chilli powder, some turmeric powder, some Garam Masala, and a cube of chicken stock. The cube of chicken stock will give it a nice flavor. I'll stir this well. Continue sauteing this for another 1 minute. Now I'll add in some water. Give it a nice stir. Now I'll add in some salt as per taste. Now I'll add in my thick coconut milk. I've used a ready-made coconut milk. You can grind and extract the coconut milk as well. Now I'll bring this curry to a boil. My curry has come to a boil. I'll put the gas on a very low flame, and it's time to add in the meatballs. I'll gently add it to the gravy. Be very gentle. Now I'll cover my gravy and let it cook on a low flame for about 20 minutes until the mince balls are cooked. It's been 20 minutes. The meatballs look amazing. Now I'll switch off the flame. Now I'll add in some sugar mixed with vinegar. Now I'll give this a gentle stir without disturbing the meatballs. It looks absolutely delicious. Now I'll garnish this with coriander leaves. And my meatball curry is now ready to be served with some steamed rice or bread. So I hope you enjoyed watching this recipe, guys. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Do try this recipe out and let me know in the comment section how it turned out, which will inspire me to make more such dishes. So I'll see you next time, guys.